Yeah, let me tell you the truth. Being respected, being loved, being confident, that is something that you're gonna get not just from being yourself. Okay, so a few years ago I had this one friend, very, very cool guy, very, very focused, very, very charismatic. Every time we go out together, people would notice him, people would really sense his energy. Meanwhile, when it came to me, yeah, it wasn't really very easy for me because I wasn't really that kind of guy that was just more outgoing like he was. Like every time he steps in a room, like he had aura. When it came to me, I was a bit more invisible. It would be pretty obvious, like the more I try, the more awkward it would get. And then I'd even try and fake myself, like I'd just try to act more like him, but it was too obvious to other people that I was just trying to fake it, and it would make things more awkward for me. What was the bigger difference between him and me? And that's when I realized, that's when it hit me. The belief in myself and the confidence in myself is not as high as what it needs to be, like how he was. And why was that? Because I had to reflect on my own actions. I feel like in order to believe in yourself, to be more confident with yourself, you actually have to have the proof. What was I doing to display that proof? What was I working towards to display that proof? And virtually it was nothing. Well, I'm going to the gym. At that time, I'm also going to the gym, but I still don't see any results from it because I don't go there with intention. I just go there just to go there. Like, I just want to lift weights and then get big muscle because that's what you're supposed to do when you go to the gym. You just lift weight and then the muscle should come and you should eat more food and all that stuff. But I didn't have the system in play to do it until eventually I said, okay, let me try and work this out, because everyone needs a system and I needed to find my own system in order to make it work out. And once I started trying to improve the things I was doing wrong with, like going to the gym with actual intention, going there with some short-term goals and long-term goals so that I can like reach that maximum potential that I want, eventually it started to work out. And then I started to feel more confident within myself because I actually started seeing that I was making progress in something. I was actually being able to achieve in something, and that really reflected inwards. And it did not only reflect inwards, but it also reflected outwards too. Like, I wasn't the only one that started noticing my results. I wasn't the only one started noticing me being a winner, that my friend was getting at those parties. And I felt like, wow, it was wonderful. It was great. Who knew that I could do this? If this is you, if you feel like you keep doubting yourself or you're in someone else's shadow, start by showing up for yourself. Build that confidence, build that mindset, start setting challenges and goals for yourself.